Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Dinosaur. Welcome to episode 10 of Journey to the End. Yes, we already hit double digits, guys. Awesome! So, last episode I told you guys that I would have something special in store and just, explain a couple of things that I'm getting. Oh god, what is the quest you are seeing in the background right now? Yes, it's Holy Grail. You can just tell just by that part of the monster. You guys knew that this was Holy Grail. And what does that mean? I get prayer XP, meaning I'll get 1 to 28 prayer finishing this quest. That being said, I am going to be changing my account from an Obi Mall tank to a maxed out barrows peer. I told you guys I would develop this peer every episode, and the most developed it can go is a barrows peer. Since I already have the defense, all that's set, a lot of people thought I would be going for 99, but I did trick you guys a little bit. It will stay at 70, but I will be getting 99 strength totally with 90, the Venge for 94 magic and just piety in general. That is my goal in terms of prayer. And as you guys can see, we are about to finish the quest. 15k Def XP with the 13k of the prayer XP. Now, the whole background you guys are seeing is probably going to be just quests, and I have done a lot of quests recently, and mostly it was the free play quests. Actually, I do need a lot of quest points to finish out my barrows pure. I looked up all the gloves, all the quests that needs to be necessary, and I do need about 130 140 quest points, and I think I need a little more, so I'm deciding to do a lot of quests during these episodes. Restless Ghost is now in the background, and I love this quest. Actually, it was one of my favorite quests, even though it's free to play, and I don't know, I really like this quest. This and Vampire Slayer is kind of cool. Overall, it wasn't that hard. It was kind of cool. That was pretty awesome how he tallied. It's just awesome to see some of this stuff. And this actually got me to 1 to 29 prayer. Well, not 1 to 29 prayer, but 28 to 29 prayer. Sorry about that. That quest of Restless Ghost. As you guys can see, Romeo and Julieta. Oh, Romeo and Julieta. Yeah, I've not done this quest for a while, and I really didn't want to do it in general because it is really pointless quest. Nothing too bad about this. I mean, it's one of the easiest quests on here, and just 5 quest points in general. As you guys can see, goblins, oh my, what does that mean? We got to get the suit and shit for them, but overall it did give some nice quest XP, not quest XP, you got quest points, and you guys will see how many quest points is that, but yes, I'll be doing a lot of quests. I do need quite a bit of quests to finish up for my account, and I'm looking forward to it in some ways. I'm not looking forward to it in other ways. I know there's a couple of quests that are very hard. Even if you use a quest guide, there's always a quest out there, guys, for RuneScape that is hard, even with a quest guide, because some people get something different than the other person, and it may come to me, when I need that quest. There you guys go, 5 quest points, a gold bar, and 200 crafting XP. So, Fred Farmer, Sheep Shearer, I was gonna put like an edit for that, a sheep shearing edit, but yeah, that was a pointless quest also. Now, Ernest the Chicken, this is really one of the most dumbest quests I've ever done, even though I've done it with a friend. Really looking at it, if I did this alone, it would probably take me like 4 fucking hours. It is really retarded. Everything that they tell you to do. I know it's just part of one section, that will be the Draenor Maynor, but I did not like this quest overall because it's all around the house. And also, I do remember that if you close the door on the entrance, you won't be able to, get back to where you, came from. You got to go around. Fuck that! Around! But yes, you have to go around. There we go. There's parts of the quest. We get the, all the items we needed, and he does his little, thing. Little thing, but there we go. 4 quest points really for that quest and 300 coins. Oh, this one is awesome. Did somebody say Raj? No, I'm just kidding. Raj is a good friend of mine, but yeah, that is awesome. Prince Ali Rescue. This quest was kind of pissing me off because I messed up with the person. I wore the pink skirt throughout the whole quest, and I didn't take it out and put it in my inventory. So there we go, 3 quest points with 700 coins. Now I did actually by myself. Finally, by myself. The Vampire Slayer. This was nothing really too challenging, but I do know when you're a lower level, it gets very, very challenging actually. There we go, 3 quest points, 4,825 XP. What does that mean? 41 attack. Wait, you're gonna get your attack? Yeah, we're gonna get it to about 50 for the G-Maul. That's another secret I didn't tell you guys. So here's Demon Slayer actually. It was kind of fun doing this quest, and just to see the outlook and the story of it, you know, it's nice to see some of this stuff. But either way, that sword is probably one of the crappiest things I've ever seen, but it is free to play. And yeah, I do remember getting some of the keys. Now, when I did this quest, I was thinking about the sink a lot, where you had the keys and that you had to use the bucket of water into the sink, and you know, hope to God the key just, you know, falls down to the drain. And I thought it was a little bit harder than I anticipated. I thought it involved like 2-3 buckets, because yeah, I never knew, like when I did this quest there was no bucket spawn. I never knew about a bucket spawn, but then I watched a quest guide that there is some sort of bucket spawn, so I was like, oh, that is cool to see. So thank God for that. Just fill it up with water and go down and get the key. Yeah, you guys got to know that these quests are somewhat fun because they are nostalgic and not that, you know, hard. But yeah, so here was a kind of fail. I kind of failed on this. It took me more than it should. I was killing rats. I was following this quest guide, and I was killing rats, and I got all 25 bones. I go to my bank, and I have 100 bones sitting in there. So what did I do? I wasted about 20 minutes freaking killing rats, you know, because they spawn so slowly, and it was really, really dumb. So there you go, giving the 3 keys to this kid. I call him a kid. I don't know. He's a knight, though. But he gives me the very shiny sword. As you guys know what that is, the Silver Light. And here we go. Arise, Dulthrith. Arise, arise. Yes, he is a rose. And here we go. Time to fight him. And funny thing is, I forgot that he only had like 7 HP. And this was actually named one of the hardest quests before, a while back when, you know, RuneScape started and all that. This was actually the hardest quest. Not lying, guys, like a lot of people can even tell you that. This was probably the hardest quest. But overall, this was very, very easy, so I don't know what they did back then that was very hard than now. And there we go, we are about done, and there's the Silver Light. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. See ya!